Hello, everybody. This is Tamara Lynn. I'm here today to talk to you about a program that I use for my social media marketing. It's called SmarterQueue. I do have a referral link. They do offer a 14-day trial, free, risk-free, great way to get started with it. The referral link that I have gives you an extra 14 days, so it gives you 30 days to try this out. And I highly recommend doing that because once you get this all set up and really start loading up your queue and getting your social media all done up, it takes you a little while to do all of that and start seeing just how this is going to affect your posting and your timelines and like how much free time you have. So whether if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a marketing manager, this tool is wonderful. It's very cost effective. I've used others before like Hootsuite and Buffer. This one has so many features. They are always on the ball with coming up with new ideas and features. So I really love them and been with them, I don't even know how many years at this point. I cannot imagine going back to the way I used to do things. Basically before, a lot of us, we would just post one by one. That meant going into your social media platforms individually, logging in, doing a single post. Sometimes some of them, like Facebook, you can schedule it, repeat it, but it's nothing like this. When you start using this, you are going to see how much time and money and effort you are saving, freeing you up to do so much else. So not going to go into all of the details or features that SmarterQueue offers because that would be at least a 4-hour video. It is truly insane how much this program offers. So what I'm going to do is create more of a quick tutorial that if you were to sign up today and get started with the trial, what the heck do you do? How do you get going and how do you get posting? The whole purpose of all of this is when people go to your Instagram, your Pinterest, your TikTok, they are going to see content. They're not going to see, oh, you last posted 2 weeks ago or a month ago. They're going to see fresh content. And a lot of people think, well, am I posting too often? This program will also tell you if you're posting too often, but you may have to post 20 times before somebody sees your stuff, just the way the internet is set up with all the posts. And, you just don't get to see even pages that you might follow or choose to follow. You don't see them often unless maybe you engage more often. That's the way the algorithms work. So this is a great program to really keep your feed current, keep in front of people, and save you a whole bunch of time doing it. So let's get into this. First thing that you are going to do when you get started, it's going to sign you up, and then it's going to take you to setting up your profiles, because without that, you are not able to post to anything. These are all the profiles currently that are available. Depending on the option that you choose to sign up with, you can have, 4 profiles or 8 or whatever it is. I have a couple of different businesses that I run off of social or SmarterQueue. I have a Watkins business, and then I have Life Stages Holistic Healing, which is an alternative Reiki, angel cards, that sort of thing. So of course, with each of those, I have Google and Facebook and Instagram, trying out TikTok, got my Pinterest, and then of course I have my LinkedIn. So it can be different for everybody, whatever it is you want to set up. Setting up is as simple as clicking on the icon, and you want to make sure your computer is logged into that account. Currently, this is just my personal one. It's private, but you'd say, okay, continue as this, or you can switch accounts. Basically, once you've done that, it's set up. So I'm not going to do that for each one because I'm already set up. Okay, so once you do that, you're already good to go. Now, what you want to do next is you want to go to your categories. Now, again, I have categories, a bit for Watkins in general, a bit for food in general because it's related to Watkins and I like food, so I'm a foodie. And there's my life stages holistic healing, which is, alternative healing, and then inspiration. So these are categories that, work for me, my business, and what I do. Yours will look different. So you set it up how you want. You can also choose which profiles will go with each category. So if I go into like food, you can see that my life stage is holistic healing. I have that deselected because I don't post that stuff to that. Okay. Watkins, again, I'm not going to do my life stages holistic healing to that. Likewise, going life stages holistic healing, I'm not posting my Watkins stuff when I post in this category. Okay. So that just saves you a bit of time. So you set those up, you choose which, social media platforms will be associated with that. Now you're going to go into your posting plan, which is your calendar at a glance, and you get to set up the times of when you're going to post and kind of what category. And, if you want to post, like some people are online at 3 a.m. and they're scrolling, and you don't want to wake up at 3 a.m. just to do a post, do you? Maybe you do, but most people don't. So I set some up for all sorts of weird hours. And that way I know that my feed is still posting around that time. Setting up this category is pretty easy. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to save this one, but let's say right here at 4 a.m. Okay. So I didn't talk about it first. Say I want to post something at 4 a.m. Well, heck it. Let's just say I want to post something here Saturday at 3 a.m. Why not? So we click on 3 a.m. and we want to post perhaps some inspiration. Let's do some food. Who's not hungry at 3 a.m. for food? So we'll say every Saturday at 3 a.m. we're going to post. So whatever is posted in that food category, next in queue is going to come in here. Now, TikTok only likes videos, so we're going to take that out of there. But it's going to post to pretty much a lot of my Watkins stuff, okay? And so I can say, yeah, sure, let's do that. So boom, it is that easy, okay? So now I've put a new category in here and a new, posting time slot. And so you see Monday, there's going to be a post in the Watkins category at 3 a.m. At 9 a.m., there's going to be some inspiration. At 10 a.m., there'll be life stages, holistic healing. And when you look at this, you realize, okay, life stages, there's the Facebook page for life stages, the Google, the Instagram, and then of course my own, don't want to click on it, my own LinkedIn account. We scroll down, we get to Watkins at noon, okay, and the Instagram is going to be the Watkins account, the Google account, okay, the Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn. So you can, see that this, for Monday, all this stuff is just set up, okay, so you create some posts, you set them up to post on certain days or times or recycle, and then they're going to jump into these time slots and keep posting for you. So, and there's a lot more to get into down here. Like it tells you how many posts you have and stuff in a day. I will not get into all that because that just is a lot of detail. So you want to set up your calendar. Again, if you sign up with my link and get in touch with me, I can definitely help you set this up, at least to get you just started, okay? And then once you start playing with it and working with it, then you start figuring it out, and then you'll be able to understand how it can work for your business or for what you do. There's a lot more, like I said, where you can, people comment on your stuff, you can just look right into that, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So once we've got this calendar set up, we want to post stuff. Now you can also look and say, okay, well, what's already scheduled? Okay. And we're taking a look here. This is what's happening today. Okay. I've got a post that's going out at 2:30. It's this post here. I could have clicked view. Sorry, I hit edit. So it's this post here with this content. And I've done variations. I'll get into that right away. But basically it's posting 4 times and it has different text each time. So it's not the same repetitive, boring post ultimately. So I'm going to close that out because I'm not editing it. But this is all scheduled. This is stuff that I set up, at the beginning of the month or maybe last month. And it's just, going. And I don't have to keep doing it every day and all day. So You can kind of look down here and see, okay, I've got 118 posted in inspiration. I've got 51 set up for life stages. When you look at the queue, I've got 224. I usually like to keep it around 700, 750. That just keeps it, really active for the next couple of months. So if I were to look at, like, this shows me a list of what's happening this day. But if I want to look at the month, we're at the end of the month here. If I want to look at October, here you go. So you can see what's happening on the 1st, right? On Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, Saturday. We look into the middle of the month, and you're also seeing there's some more categories down there. Okay, it's just not showing it all. But as you're looking again towards the end of October, I'm definitely not getting, there's some blank days here, and you don't want that, right? This is what most of us have on a regular basis because we're too busy to post every day. So we don't want this. And I will be adding more stuff today and tomorrow. And I like to have it loaded up so that, right into November, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. And then you keep adding to it. So that way, if you're busy with other things and you take some holidays, you don't have to worry. Your social media is still getting posted. So we've got two options. Well, we've got many options, but I'm going to go over two quick ones right now. So we want to create a post. Oh, sorry. Actually, I don't want to do it that way though. I want to show you the easy way. Maybe you don't have a lot of time, but you want to grab a couple things. I know that my inspiration, if I go into Queue, I think it is, just trying to see what the list, oh, it's not showing me. Yeah, there, I'm going to get this. I should have a red thing that's saying it's not going to post. Or maybe it is now because I added one more. You have to have a certain number of posts in here to be recycling. If you don't have enough and you need to add more, you're going to have this like red box up here, and it's just going to say you need to add more to this category, or we can't keep posting this one. And likewise, like you see a bunch of things like this evergreen post has been published 326 times. Apple cider bread. As much as I love that recipe, I think it's time to get rid of that. Okay, so you can do things where you delete the post, and I'm going to do that later. Sometimes you forget to actually set the evergreen reposting off. Okay, so anyways, let's go into this really quick. So inspiration, usually they're just like little quotes that I do, stuff like that. So you want to go into find content. Lots of options here. You can share from other blogs or your own blog. You can repost stuff. You set up your sources. I use a lot of Facebook. So if I want to go with something like, I find out these pages that post a lot of stuff and you're resharing their stuff. And, often they'll have like little, I don't know what Tiny Buddha has here, if they have anything lately, but they usually, put their own little logos and stuff like that, right? So basically just take a look and see what kind of, kind of reaches out to you. And I think I'm just going to go into, I don't want to do business. I like power of positivity. So again, these are pages that, I find they have a lot of good posts. Okay, so if I want to say something like this right here, okay, I like doing stuff like this because they have their logo, so I am crediting them. And this is something that just kind of applies to everybody. It can be business related, right? So, it could just be general. It's okay to have on LinkedIn. So I'm going to just share that photo. This is how simple this is. I'm going to do the inspiration category, and I can select one by one, or, if I specifically want it on a certain platform, I can also say all. I'm going to take off TikTok because TikTok only likes the videos. And I'm going to choose my wellness board for Pinterest. Did I just blast past it? Oh, there we are, health and wellness. Now, I can put some text in here. The preview here shows me what this looks like. I also like to not always put posts and also links, because the internet's just full of like, go here, buy this, view this, comment here for blah, blah. And then just people get sick of it. I get sick of it. I know a lot of people get sick of it. So it's good just to break it up with some of this stuff, this inspirational or, I don't know, fun facts, stuff like that. So anyways, on your Pinterest board, that's what this title's for. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. So there, be positive. I think if I go down to the Pinterest area here, right there, you're going to see it right there. Be positive. Okay, so it shows you what each feed's going to look like. So anyways, we can keep this really simple. This is a okay thing to republish a couple times. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to the queue to the bottom. I'm not in any hurry. This is not time sensitive. I will recycle it after it posts. And I'm going to say I can do it 4 times. You can choose whatever amount you want. We already know I have one going 300 and something times. So what's going to happen here is this will post at the bottom of this queue, which might be, the middle of the month, okay, by the time it finds its turn. And then it might post again a month later, like whenever the bottom of that queue is. So in these, while I've talked a little bit setting this up, but seriously, it's that quick to find something and post it. And I've pretty much done, a few posts that will go for the next couple of months, just like that. And all I'm going to do is hit save, and it's done. So that's that. Now, if we want to do one, which most of us do, right? We're going to do our own content, our own stuff. This is how you're going to create your own post. Again, the variations are incredible, so we're not going to go too crazy on that. Let's hit up the foodie section. Again, I'm not going to do videos, so I'm going to take off TikTok. Now, I'm going to grab an image from my folder. Bring that on over. All I did is I dragged and dropped an image, and boom, it's in there. Yay. Okay, so we've got a lot of options in here. I'm going to show you the AI text generator, which has been such a game changer. I can't tell you how many times this program is great for just, filling up your queue, keeping your social media good. But you want to change the text. You don't want it to be repetitive. And sometimes we have writer's block, or it's the end of the day, or just whatever. And the creative tone isn't there sometimes. And so the AI is just amazing when used properly. So if we go into this right now, and I definitely recommend playing with this section, because you can enter your own stuff and, rewrite it. You can, I think one of the ones I really like is rewriting to a specific audience. So if I wrote something about blah, 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 whatever, and then in here you just put foodies or whatnot. If I say something like Watkins has the best clear vanilla, okay, that's pretty basic, right? And then I want to go to food people, okay? So just watch real quick. I'm not going to keep this one, okay? But I'm just going to generate this. Bang. It's all about Watkins. And I didn't put emojis or anything like that in there. Okay. So, and it just goes towards that audience. Okay. So anyways, I want to hit the back button on that because I'm not going to do this kind of post. I want to show you one that if you have very little time and you just don't even really much want to think about what you want to write. I love doing, get out of the rewrite area, social media post. Write a social media post about, it just doesn't get any easier than this. Watkins has the best clear vanilla. Okay, seriously, you don't have to put a lot. Now you can set your tone. Okay, there are a lot of tones in here. We're gonna go enthusiastic. We're gonna do 3 hashtags because you don't want to have be too wordy sometimes. Add some emojis. It takes me forever. I don't know about you guys. It takes me forever to find the right emojis for what I'm looking for. And since this isn't time sensitive, I can repost this again about 4 times, and just keep it going in the social media. So I'm going to say 4, and then here we go. So we're going to regenerate. There you go. So it's rewritten everything. You can see it's all different kind of text. Now I'm going to add them. If you didn't like one, just unselect it. It won't add it. So anyways, in you go. Let's wait for it to jump over. I said add. Okay. And so what we're seeing here is 1, 2, 3, 4. If we go into the preview link, you're going to see it right here. Okay. So the first variation when it publishes is going to be this. I'm just taking a peek-see. So yeah, so you're going to see this in here. You're going to look here. You're just going to get to see what it all looks like. And it's just really quick and simple and easy to do this. So in the original, the Google button, this is where you get to put your link. I'm just going to copy my link from my website because that's where I want to send people. So there, I'm pasting it. Okay, so that's where people are going to go. Now, there is something that you need in here. If I try to post this right now, I'll go ahead. I won't do it for you. I'll post it and I'll show you what it'll do for you because you need something that's kind of a link tag and that puts the link in there. So I'll show you that. Okay, so if you forget something, this program tells you, make sure that you get it going right. So go into Pinterest, choose your board. Okay, whatever your board is. I've got a lot in food because I'm a foodie. And feel free to take a read on it, make sure everything's the way you want. You may decide to add more hashtags. Here it tells you how many characters you have left, how many hashtags you have possible. And so if this is ever in red, which none of mine are, but if ever it was, it means one of your profiles, like, how X or whatever would only have so many characters. Pinterest sometimes will do the same for some reason. So they just go in there and you would just edit that particular profile. And if you had to remove, say it said like -4, I know that I've got to get rid of 4 characters. Okay, so I'd usually remove a hashtag or something. So it's this simple. I know I'm doing a lot of talking. I get excited about this, but like I said, you just have to play around with it. It's that simple to kind of put this in. And now you get to decide what you want to do. So again, there's our title. We want to say like Watkins Clear Vanilla. I know, is the best. We're excited. So that's for Pinterest. We want to scroll down here and go, how does that look? Oh, look it. Well, there's the title. Okay, and then again, there's the link. Okay, so you see that the link's been added for that. So let's go over here. We have options. We can post this right now and then still, recycle it. We can add it to the queue. I'm in no hurry. I've actually already posted this one for this month. So I am going to add it to the queue. I could also choose to schedule it, and you can set days. You could do it for certain months. If this is a holiday thing like St. Patty's Day, you could set it way ahead in the future. So you can do all that. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to add it to the queue, add it to the bottom of the queue. I am going to recycle it. And how many times? Well, we can go on a certain date. So let's just say this was a good 2024 special, like for 2024. Maybe I want to end it on December 31st, 2024. Okay, make sure it stays relevant. This doesn't have any kind of an expiry. So I'm going to go expire after being posted. And it tells you right up here, we've set the post to expire after 4 cycles because I have 4 variations. Pretty simple. So it'll tell you if you need to change anything. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so what we've done in really quick seconds, obviously it's quicker. I'm doing a lot of talking about it, but seriously, it takes you like a minute or two to put in that image, pardon me, and add the text, and then just add these little, features in here, and then post it. And so you got 4 variations that we'll post and recycle. Probably, for the next couple months, you're good to go. So hit save. Pardon me, too much talking. Here is what I'm talking about. So this is that link tag that you need in there. So if you ever miss it, you didn't put it in, maybe it didn't copy over from the AI text generator, it's okay. SmarterQueue is smart and it's going to let you know that you didn't do it, so you can add the link. And it just does it for you. Now let's take a peek. Yeah, so this is what I meant by the number of text characters. None of them are over, okay? But going into the yellow zone, it's just letting me know I'm close. So if, I'll just show you this because it's going to save you a bit of time. I'm just actually going to copy an extra hashtag in here. And now look at, it says -9, okay? So you're like, crap. I'm over by 9 characters, but that does not mean for every social media platform. In this case, for me, I'm sure it's Pinterest. So I go into Pinterest. Now look, yeah, sure enough, there it is. Okay, so not a biggie. Okay, you just take it out of that one individually. Now it's good. go back to the original and you'll see everything's all hunky-dory fine. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to take it out because it's in there twice. Okay, but anyways, just to show you that, that's a little bit of tweaking that you can do for all of that. But again, this program is going to let you know if you're missing a link or anything like that, and it'll make sure you post it right. So there you go. Okay, we're going to save it, and it's on its way. It's at the bottom of the queue. So if I look at my queue, again, I'm just seeing that I've added some more posts. And I will continue doing this. I'll find more things and add them in. And how does my social media look? Because I think that's all I really want to go over into this video anyways. I'm just taking a look. Yeah, I think that's about it for getting you started, okay? And then as you play with this, if you need help, let me know. This is just a good start to kind of get going. So how does it look? Let's just say on Facebook. This is my Facebook Watkins page. Okay. And again, I have never gone into this page since, using SmarterQueue. I've never manually done a post. This is all posted straight from SmarterQueue. Okay. So we see right here, this post here, this was done 2 hours ago. Okay. This one was done 2 hours ago. So one's with the business. Okay. One's done on food topic. Okay. This was posted 5 hours ago. Okay. That apple cider bread. I will be taking that one out. I think it's done now. This was 11 hours ago. This has to do with marketing, specifically SmarterQueue. This was 17 hours ago, right? So you just see like 19 hours ago, I was not, that darn apple cider bread. But yeah, so you can see that this stuff was posted, 23 hours ago. I did not post these. Okay. Well, I did, but I didn't manually do it. And guess what? On Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, TikTok, all of those are staying good and current because I've set it all up in SmarterQueue. Okay. And this is how it looks like right now on Facebook. Other than that darn apple cider bread, which I'll be getting rid of, you're not going to see all these things back to back to back to back. Okay. You're seeing a variety, and that's what your customers want to see. Because they can come in here and they can look at a bunch of different things and go, ooh, what's that about? What's that about? So that is how you set up SmarterQueue and get it started. And I recommend that you do get it going and play with it a bit. And please feel free to reach out to me. I'll put the referral code in the comments. And you also have my contact information, so you can email me, reach out. Like I said, I'm more than happy to get you started on this. I do think it'll really help save you a lot of time. Just really keep your social media up to date. So thanks for tuning in today. If you have any questions, you just let me know. All right.